Watching Wednesdays.
What's up, Scarecrow fam? It's Wednesday, so we're going to be telling you about what we've been watching. Boy Random Ninja, James, Uncle Sam will be here in a minute, but right now this is your time with me. And so I've been enjoying a big dose of nostalgia lately over on Tubi. As you know, I like to pimp because it's free. How do you argue with free? You don't. That's how you argue free, you don't. Anyway, I've been watching Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. Okay, now I remember when this show came out in the 90s, it was such a big deal to us because, you know, there wasn't a lot going on with Superman. Superman was kind of a stale property. The comic was doing his thing. You know, they did the death of Superman and all that, and that was really cool. So it was a pretty big deal. He spoiler alert, he comes back. However, this show, it was just cool because, I don't know, it was a fresh take on the whole thing, and it wasn't just like exclusively a Superman focus. The fact that they put Lois and Clark in the title, you know, it's cool. It's kind of put them on equal ground because, like, I don't just love any portrayal of Lois Lane. No offense to the Lois Lane from the Christopher Reeve Day. She's legend classic, but nonetheless, Terry Hatcher is my all-time favorite Lois Lane. She was just super cool. She was new on the scene. Very attractive woman. She'd go on later. Of course, everybody would know her from, what was it, like Desperate Housewives? Yeah, I think that was it. Anyway, so really great show. I remember this was the kind of show that I was at junior high when this came out, so don't age me on that. But, you know, the kids would be talking about, hey, did you watch Lois and Clark? And it was just pretty cool. So, and now I think it only ran 4 seasons, so you don't get just a crap ton of episodes. Well, there's enough, though. And maybe this is just good for me because of the nostalgia. If you watch it and you didn't watch it back then, or you're not my age, let me know if you feel different. Because, like I said, this was the Superman. This is what's going on. We didn't have a Superman movie in those times. I know we got Superman movies now and animated movies and all kinds of cool comic book story arcs and all that, but this is what we had, you know, and this was mainstream. Great cast. You'll recognize a lot of the people, and man, just yeah, give it a shot. It really had, and it does have that 90s vibe show. See, I don't want to. It's not a sitcom. Is it drama series? I don't know, but it's good stuff. Let me know what you think of that and where Dean Cain rates on your Superman scale. I mean, he's up there. You gotta remember too, this was before Smallville. I know Smallville was a really big deal, but this was like unheard of, a TV show like this. I mean, yes, they had in whatever the 50s or whatever, we had a Superman show, but that's a whole nother seminar. This was really cool. So I've been enjoying watching those. Great. If you're my age, pretty old, you'll probably feel the same way I do. If not, I'd like to know your opinion. Now, the other thing I've been watching, I want to tell you guys about, I don't know why I hadn't talked about it sooner. I guess because I noticed it was free on YouTube right now, but is the show Comic Book Men. It's Kevin Smith's Comic Book Men. You can also watch it on Pluto. It's not on Tubi, but it's on Pluto. And I know I pimp Tubi, but Pluto's really good too. So, what Comic Book Men is, if you don't know, this was it's in the vein of like Pawn Stars, so to speak. That reality-based, store-based, people bring in their stuff and you get information about it and, you know, buy and sell and all that. And then they also do other like kind of things. They go to like flea markets in some episodes, Renaissance Fair. People bring in stuff like classic TV vehicles. I'm not going to say anything else. Batcycle, Batboat. Anyway, 2 of guest stars. Everybody, Ernie Hudson, Robert Englund, people that aren't with us anymore, comic book legends like Stan Lee and George Perez, and just like Method Man's on an episode. And man, dude, I don't know, there's so many. So it's really infused with, I mean, even though it's Comic Book Men, you know, it's comic book, it's movies, pop culture, it's horror and stuff like that. So this show is really personal to me too, because I didn't watch it when it was originally running. It was originally it followed a little show called The Walking Dead, which was like the biggest thing ever for a time. I didn't follow it at that time because I didn't have cable and whatnot, but I didn't discover it until later when it was on Amazon. This show was really a comfort to me because I felt like I was hanging out with these guys, so to speak, because these guys reminded me of my people, like just fit right in or whatever, you know. And it's interesting. You learn a lot of stuff from it, especially if you're a Kevin Smith fan. You really kind of have to watch the show. I mean, like, Walt Flanagan is like the main guy in it. Okay, enough said right there. His dog never comes into play, but and I really do feel like with I think maybe it was 6 seasons. the show ran its course. It sucks that there wasn't more episodes, especially because it was only like 4 away from being 100. But I think the show ran its course. So although I wish they would make more comic book men, that's probably not going to happen too, because also one of the guys, not the core cast, but a gentleman named Robert Bruce, not to be confused with Jumpsteady of Psychopathic fame, but Robert Bruce, he's passed away since then. He was a part of the show. He wasn't always in every episode, but that's neither here nor there. So check that out, Comic Book Men on Pluto or YouTube, and the New Adventures of Superman, Lois and Clark on Tubi. As I stated earlier, Uncle Sam.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, it's Uncle Sam, and it is another What We're Watching Wednesday. What? And I am back on with Apple TV. I want to share with you the show Blackbird. Came out in 2022. It stars Taron Egerton, Paul Walter Hauser, Ray Liotta, and Greg Kinnear. This is a very dark story about a killer who has a tendency to recant, and so he makes confessions and then he recants. And so our main character, Jimmy, who's played by Egerton, who you should know from all the Kingsman movies, it was so much fun. This is a substantially different character. Jimmy is way different than Eggy. So you've got Ray Liotta plays Jimmy's dad. He plays Egerton's dad, and Paul Hauser plays Larry, who is the serial killer or the confessor or the recanter of confessions, however you wish to look at it. But Egerton gets busted, and in order to get his sentence commuted, he volunteers to get a confession from this guy. And so it's pretty dark story. The subject of the crimes involves young women, especially of the teenage age. So it's a dark story, and it's pretty disturbing, but it is supremely dramatic, and dude, it's a lot of fun. It's one season, it's just like a one-off series. So lots of drama, lots of fun. I highly suggest it. Next, I want to talk about the show Invasion. It's also on Apple TV. Came out a couple of years ago. I guess it's still running. I don't know. I am about halfway through the second season right now, and I'm enjoying it very much. I got to tell you, the first season, it took about 4 episodes before I finally started getting into it, before it finally kicked in for me. There was something about it from the very jump that I'm interested in it, and I want to know more about it. Like I said, it just, for me, it felt like it took it a few episodes to finally get rolling. But once it did, dude, it's good. It's got, well, I didn't really know the cast. And excuse me, I'm gonna attempt to pronounce a couple of these women's names, and forgive me if when I mess them up. Golshifteh Farhani, is one of our main characters. Shaloli Kusuna, Shamir Anderson, and Billy Barrett. You've got a story that's taken place across the United States, UK, Japan, a little bit all over the world, because it is about an invasion of the Earth. So it's very dramatic. I was kind of back and forth about the aliens themselves, because it does take so long for you to finally, get to the aliens. But they try to pull on your heartstrings, and sometimes it worked for me. Some of the scenes with the children, Patty Holland plays Montgomery Monty Cuttermill. Monty was his name in the show. They know him as Monty, and Monty's a prick. The stuff between Casper and Monty is dude, but that's how it's supposed to be. It's acted out really well, so I enjoyed it. Hopefully by today, The website is back up and running. I had some difficulties with it, so hopefully it's up and running and it looks a little different. Hopefully it's going to be a little bit better. That's going to be my goal. I'm going to attempt to try to grow that part of Uncle Sam Presents. I want to get that moving a little bit more, get a little bit more stuff on it. We'll see what happens. Please like, subscribe, comment, email us, whatever. Just let us know what's going on. Start up a conversation. What do you like to watch? Do you appreciate our recommendations? Is it even worth watching? We've got new episodes of Funko Pop Fridays every Friday. What we're watching Wednesdays, and we're supposed to be sitting down to record a new episode of the Scarecrow Hour soon. We're looking forward to what's coming with that. So yeah, we're looking forward to what's going on in February. Peace, chicken grease, and all that fun stuff. Enjoy.